Welcome back to the OSRS mobile channel where we are working on Old School RuneScape's classic challenge of maxing an entire account exclusively from a mobile device. And I'm in the middle of an elite clue step at the moment at the Warriors Guild, and I just realized I never purchased a max attack cape. A few episodes ago I got 99 attack and never stopped by, but look at this cape. I love the gold trim or yellow trim, whatever you want to call it. This is real cool. I can't believe I never got this cape and it took me so long, but here we are, better late than never, and I'm going to go ahead and wear this for the remainder of my clue steps, unless I go in the wilderness. But I am going to go ahead and wear this fashion scape for the moment while I complete this elite clue scroll. But we are currently working on maxing an account, starting off at 2191 total level. If you are new to the channel, welcome, and if you are returning, thank you for coming back, because this is a fantastic journey of maxing an Old School RuneScape account. If you ever wondered about doing it, I would highly encourage you to go ahead and jump right into skilling. It lets you explore new content in the game, and even though it can be tedious at times, it definitely lets you explore all of Gillinor, and it allowed me to really thoroughly enjoy the content of this game, because as much as I want to max out Slayer, I feel that ever elusive max cape is just a testament to the mental fortitude it will take to max an account completely. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this elite clue scroll, and then I'm going to go ahead and jump into today's content. I think I'm going back to the exact place I started just a minute ago when getting my cape. So this seems to be one of the easiest elite clue scrolls I've ever had. And just for you to know, I'm going to go ahead and bank my money actually, just in case there's a wilderness step. I have not completed any elite clue scrolls, or opened them rather, since I'm saving them up for a massive clue casket opening, but I'll take it. That was the easiest elite clue scroll I've ever had to do. Here we are doing something you've never seen me do on my account. Construction. That's right, I'm just knocking out some construction, grinding away, because we are going to push as close as we can to 2200 total level and maxing our account, as is the goal of this channel. But construction is a very tedious skill, very tap or click intensive depending on the device you're playing. But for mobile, I am getting about 420 to 450,000 XP per hour when I am focused. And there it is, 92 construction. We are halfway done, which is a little sad to say out loud, but you know what? I am very pumped that we are pushing ever so close to 99 construction. To have unlimited teleports to my player-owned house is going to be a massive benefit for future content, for Slayer tasks, just saving money overall on tablets. It is going to be a real good time. So let's go ahead and continue the grind. Pushing ever so close to 93 construction. These levels are taking longer and longer. Granted, more experience rates, especially when you push into these low to mid 90s, but I am really dedicated to pushing forward on maxing construction, or at least getting close to maxing out construction. And there it is, 93 construction. I can make a couple of upgrades to my house, but I think I'm going to wait until 95 when I can build a spirit tree, and my final spirit tree with a fairy ring at the center of the house, which is going to help not only with clue scrolls, but really with all content in the game. I won't have to bring a farming cape just to get to a spirit tree. That is going to be very beneficial, especially once I'm maxed. So let's see how much further my fingers have in construction today. I'm not sure if I'm going to get another level, if I'm going to push on with woodcutting or another AFK skill, but let's see how far we can get today. I'm continuously lying to myself, saying I'm only going to do one more trip every time my butler comes back, and that has been my trick for this entire level of 93, because as you can tell in my voice, I am getting close to being defeated, but I will not submit to the maxing grind. There it is, the dopamine hit that I get once every couple hours now, 94 construction. Pushing close to 95 for that spirit tree. I really don't think I have too much in me for construction for the remainder of the day, and I don't want to burn out, which is something I really want to talk to you about. Is RuneScape is meant to be played for fun. It is not something to take so seriously, in which you should not be enjoying the game. And since I'm getting close to that, I'm going to go ahead and switch things up, go AFK, and see what we can't do next. And I am moving over to woodcutting. As you can see, I gained 1.5 million construction experience today, and for me on mobile, that is just a plethora of experience. I did not expect to hit that much, but I made a massive chunk of progress towards getting to max in construction. So I'm going to go ahead and relax with some AFK redwoods in the woodcutting guild. Cutting redwoods is a elite task for the Lumbridge Diary, I believe, for Drainer and Lumbridge Diary, and does require 90 woodcutting, but once you hit 87 with a dragon axe, you can boost to get that achievement diary, which is what I did back in the day. But I'm going to go ahead and pursue some woodcutting. It is very chill, very relaxing. I'm burned out from mining, so I'm going to go ahead and chill here for a bit and see where it takes me. Almost missed the recording here, but got it just in time. 92 woodcutting, halfway to maxing my woodcutting skill. I know it's going to take some time. It is definitely going by much faster than star mining or even amethyst crystals when it comes to the mining skill. I'm getting upwards of 60 to 65k experience per hour just AFK chopping redwoods, and in between I am just fletching the logs to get some passive fletching experience, as I know I'm going to go ahead and work on fletching soon, and I might go ahead and jump to Varlamore to try it out. And as I mentioned earlier, I wanted to go to Varlamore and work on some fletching. I am trying out the Veil Totems for a couple of reasons. One, it is definitely a really good method for gaining experience. I'm just using magic logs here to go ahead and fletch some magic longbows, and in between trips have enough to go ahead and decorate the Veil Totems. This is very new to me. I don't even know if I'm doing it right. I haven't even seen a guide on this yet. I'm just kind of figuring this out on my own. I'm doing what I think is my first or second run here, and there's probably going to be some improvement, so don't laugh at me if I'm doing something wrong right now. I know I'm going to figure it out, but the experience rates look pretty solid. I mean, I'm getting 200,000 right now. I know the wiki says that you can get more than that for this method, so I know there's something I might be doing wrong, but once I do this enough, I'm going to go ahead and get a really good understanding for this method. But it's pretty fun so far. I think that there's going to be some branches or some offerings that I can collect once I do enough runs, and here we are with a random event. I'm going to go ahead and not pass this up since I am very close to getting all my collection logs here. So the Quizmaster, I think I have a chance of getting the stale baguette from the mystery box in here. So wish me luck. I'm going to do my best to answer this fast and correct to make sure I have a 100% chance of getting a mystery box and not messing up. Let's see what we can get here. This should be the last question, and here we are. Let's go ahead and get the mystery box, open it up, and fingers crossed, an XP lamp. I will take it. That is rune crafting experience all day. That is something that I'm definitely not going to be mad about, but I'm going to go ahead and continue this. I think there's 7 or 8 Veil Totems in Auburn Valley in this new area of Varlamore. The most recent update has been fantastic. I've been loving this update. I haven't had the time to explore it until now, as I've been focused on construction and mining, and most recently with woodcutting. But I am going to go ahead and implement this new method for fletching into either my daily or weekly grinds, because I do find this enjoyable. It allows you to explore more of the map, but I'm going to go ahead and fast forward once I have it down and see where I'm at in an hour. Here we are after 1 hour of doing Veil Totems. I have Veil Offerings, nearly 8,300 within the hour, and I averaged about 320k fletching experience after I got the hang of things, so I know I could do better down the road now that I have picked this up. It was a really fun activity. I wanted to just give it a try and see if I can get the fletching knife, because I'm going to go back to AFK woodcutting a little bit later on, since this is a little bit more click intensive of an activity, but again, still really fun. Since I didn't really know how to have some proper inventory management with this, I had to run over to the bank and kind of figure it out, because this really fills up your inventory. I ended up getting one collection log slot. It wasn't the fletching knife. It was for the flax and bowstring spool, I believe, but it is not something that I anticipate using for my 99 fletching. I think I'm going to continue doing this activity and AFK magic longbow creation all the way until 99, just so I can get a really solid profit. But this is a really great activity for those that have not tried this yet in Farlamore. Very, very fun, and it made the hour go by extremely fast in my opinion. Now I am headed off to Falador, because I am going to go ahead and sell off my Stardust for some gem pouches. So I'll see you guys there. Here we are in Desuri's Star Shop above the Mining Guild in Falador, and I am here to sell off all the Stardust I've obtained in my AFK mining up until now, so I can go ahead and earn back some GP to pay for my ongoing construction grind. I have not traded in any before for gem pouches, so it'll be interesting to see how much I get. It's going to take a moment, so I'm going to go ahead and fast forward for everybody watching. And 10 minutes later, here we are with the final gem bags purchased here with the Stardust all the way to 98 mining just to get some money. Let's see how much we get. Oh my gosh, 20 million GP. I had no idea that AFK mining was going to pay off that much. That's not even including my amethyst. So I'm going to go ahead and buy some more planks and jump into construction. Here we are, fresh off making $20 million, selling off some Stardust from AFK Star Mining. I am now back to the construction grind with 95 construction. There it is. I can finally build a Spirit Tree and Fairy Ring combo in my house without having to use any boost. That is super exciting, and we are only 4 levels away from maxing construction. So the grind has been tough, but you know what, we're persevering and we are pushing through. I think at the later levels I'm going to get some mahogany planks and do mahogany tables. I know that is the more expensive route, but I don't think I can spend as many hours from 95 to 99 doing oak dungeon doors. It is definitely a cheaper version, but I'm going to go ahead and switch up to mahogany plank soon. So I'll see you soon. And here we are pushing my final level of the day for construction and playing OSRS in general. I have pushed so many levels on construction today, all the way from 91 to now 96 in just a moment. Real excited. There it is, 96 construction. Man, oh man, oak dungeon doors. I'm going to switch these up soon. As I mentioned before, I am just doing some calculations because I have been draining my bank on the buyable skills recently. And I got to keep a mental note for training prayer coming up real soon. So might put a bid in for some dragon bones later. But I think that's all I have in me today. I'm going to wrap up the rest of the planks that I have in my bank, put a bid in for mahogany planks to see if I can't get tables for the next episode. I'll see you guys soon. And that brings us to the end of yet another mobile maxing adventure here on OSRS Mobile. I hope you enjoyed watching the progress and discovering new ways to play OSRS on the go. If you did, please consider hitting that like button because it truly helps the channel grow. We made some serious gains in construction today, did a little bit of AFK woodcutting, but we really pressed on that grind for maxing out construction to get that ever elusive construction cape ending off the video at 2197 total level. And if you want to watch more of the mobile maxing series, please feel free to check out the channel. There's plenty more mobile RuneScape goodness waiting for you. And thanks again for tuning in and being a part of OSRS Mobile and the community. So keep those fingers tapping, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.